Hi, welcome to Sorahita TV, a channel where we draw our inspiration. But first, I would like to greet the parish of Victorias, particularly the youth. Thank you for your invitation to lead the retreat there, 17-18 of this month. The Father Vincent, thank you so much for your trust. This day, I would like to discuss to you about long distance relationship or the LDR. Do you know that LDR or the long distance relationships have been existing since time immemorial? In the time of Jesus, the time of the ancient Jews, they have a very long marriage covenant. What do I mean marriage covenant? In our time, to be a bride, it takes you one day to be a bride, maybe hours only. You are a bride in the morning or in the afternoon, but you will be a wife hours after that. Sa aga, makeup, pagkadugay-dugay. Asawa ka na! But do you know that in the practice of the Jews, the brides are brides for a year. That means they have a very long marriage covenant. The first stage of the marriage tradition is that the son would be coming from the house of the father. So the arrival of the son to the house of the bride. And usually the son or the father, may it be arranged marriage or not, but usually it was arranged marriage, the father would pay the purchase price or the dowry. And sometimes the son would pay the purchase price to the family of the bride, to the parents of the bride. And upon payment of that purchase price or the dowry, starts the marriage covenant. And the marriage covenant will be for the next 12 months. Turn to the father's house. So the groom will be separated from the bride for 12 months. They don't communicate, they don't see each other for 12 months. It's a long distance relationship. You have now a bride, you have now a groom, but you will be away for the next 12 months. And after 12 months, the groom will return from the father's house at a time known only to the father. And the wise virgin, the wise bride, in Matthew 25, it says, the wise bride not just prepare for the lamp or the torch. Do not just prepare the lamp and the torch, but the wise virgins also prepare for the oil, for the lamp or the torch. That's very symbolic for the oil or the lamp or the torch. And then, and then the bridegroom will arrive, and there is now a return with the bride together with the groom to the father's house. And the marriage ceremony will culminate for the next 7 days. And it will just be the bride and the groom inside a space where they would be alone. They will be closeted for the next 7 days of marriage ceremony. Now, I invite you all to reflect on this, on the symbols they are using. The torch, the lamp, the oil. You know, I was able to talk to a friend about the LDR, and she said to me, my boyfriend, not even the groom, but the boyfriend, my boyfriend is in a training, and they are not allowed to use cell phones. And he can only call me once a month for 7 minutes. Again, once a month for 7 minutes. They are not allowed to use phones, but they have this one companion in the dorm, and they just sneak out sometimes to call for their loved ones. And this boyfriend would just borrow a phone from a friend, and usually he would call early morning or maybe late night time. And this girl, a friend of mine, she told me that She read is always the battery, the phone, the loudspeaker set up already. Look at the symbolism. The torch, the oil, the lamp. The lamp, the torch must be always be ready with the oil, extra oil. In her time, the phone must be charged always with a battery, loudspeaker, because anytime the boyfriend will call, anytime the bridegroom will arrive. That's vigilance. And she told me, the friend told me, is it okay, sir, that I will just talk to him 7 minutes a month? And I asked her, how many months is the training? And then she said, 6 months. And I said, that's all right, 6 months. For 1 month, he talks to you for 7 months. As long as it is a quality 7 minutes for a month, and you don't talk to other guy for more than 7 minutes or less than 7 minutes, much quality time than you spend with that guy, with that boyfriend. That's all right, because you still maintain the commitment, you still maintain the oil, you still maintain the battery for the relationship. There is nothing wrong with the long distance. What matters is there is still a relationship, a commitment. There is still an element of waiting. There is something wrong with LDR if the waiting subsides, if the oil is not prepared for the torch of the lamp. There is a problem when the battery is not charged for the phone and the loudspeaker is not set up. I hope you get the symbolism in the meaning. What is substantial in a relationship is communication, quality communication. You might be spending a lot of time with your children, with your wife, but you hold your smartphones at the same time. It's not quality time. Communication is a must in a relationship. The end of communication is the end of relationship. But I hope this phenomenon, LDR, will not just leave us to romantic relationship. I pray